We go to Paul McCloskey, who joins me on the line. And Paul was in with us a while ago, indeed, with the Electric Bridgets promoting their last show. But he's also, indeed, a very accomplished actor, and he's currently working on the set of Ross Naroon. And he joins me on line 3. Mr. McCloskey, good morning to you.
Oh, yeah, Keith, how are you?
I'm great, and I'm delighted that you've accepted the challenge. But unfortunately, the challenge of the Crowpatrick climb, which is taking place in June of this year, which I did last year. Have you done it before, Paul, by the way?
Once. I did it once.
That's okay. As long as you know what you're heading in for, you're okay. Yeah. But you're doing so because your poor mom died last year.
She did, yeah. She passed away in the hospice. I mean, she had been fundraising for hospice for about 20 years, you know, and it was kind of a big thing of part of her active retirement, and it was, you know, she raised money for the draws and stuff, so she was very active as part of the hospice. And then when she was, you know, she was very unwell for a little while last year, and she wanted to die in the hospice, basically. So she managed to get there on a Tuesday, as I'd say, and she passed away the following Sunday. So she wasn't there very long, but you know, as everybody tell you, Keith, nobody wants to be in the hospice, but if you're there, it's the best place in the world, you know.
But it did give her a quality of dignity in her final days.
Absolutely, it was just amazing, and they're, you know, I mean, it's not a cliche to say it, but they're the most amazing people up there, and anything that anybody can do to help them out, as you do, because, you know, I went to a remembrance night then a couple of months back, and I met Michael, who was the chief fundraiser there, and of course, you say on the night, oh sure, if there's anything I can do, give us a call, and oh, they do, they call you. So he gave me a shout then and asked me to do the Crowpatrick climb, which is on June the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
And more than delighted, more than happy, because it's actually my mom's birthday. She would have been 85 on that day, so we're going to make a family day out of it and bring a picnic and collect some money for the hospice. And
again, we use the services ourselves at home of the Hospice Foundation. What always, Paul, and agree or disagree with me, what always I'm amazed with is that the Hospice Foundation are facing and staring death in the eye each and every minute of the day that they're working with people. But there's always such, within the unit and the daycare unit, and indeed within the ward itself up there, the units within the hospice, there's always a great old sense of fun.
Absolutely, and it's incredible. And I mean, looking at it from the outside, I don't know how they do it, but I haven't talked to some of the nurses and people who work up there. You know, one of the nurses was telling me one night, you know, that she was speaking to friends of hers, and they said it must be an awful depressing job, and she says, on the contrary, it's the most fulfilling job that she's ever done. You know, as a nurse, to be with people and to be able to help people in their worst hours. You know,
and they've their unique way about them, so they have.
Absolutely,
and it's that comforting way about them.
Yeah. You know, and it's the most unassuming place. You walk in the door and everybody kind of knows who you are, because I suppose there's only 12 beds at the moment. So it's very personal, and they're in the process now of trying to expand and build a bigger centre and bigger hospice and more beds. So obviously fundraising is a big thing, you know.
It certainly is. So anyway, you've done it once before. I did it last year for the first time. Didn't know what I was letting myself in for, and I have every intention of doing it again this year. But you're going to pace yourself. And are you very fit, Paul?
I'd be fit enough, yeah.
You're fine. So you can do it twice. You can do it once for me and once for yourself too.
We'll go. If I get 2 fundraising cards, I'll go up and down twice. How's that?
Don't say that out loud, because Michael will give you 2 fundraising cards before you know it.
They probably will, yeah.
But again, if people want to get involved in this 14th of June, and to be honest, I'm not fit, and I am carrying a little bit of weight, and last year people worried about me. The one thing I will say is, if you get a right pair of walking shoes, which you can pick up in Great Outdoors or any of the stores, and they're not that expensive, but a good pair of walking boots and a good pair of walking sticks will get you to the top and down, and you won't have that many aches.
Not at all, and it's I mean, it's planned for the middle of June, so hopefully it'll be a nice day. Bring plenty of water and a few sandwiches, and just take your time. Everybody does it at their own pace, you know.
So are you providing sandwiches anywhere?
What do you want? Ham and cheese? seasoned ham.
It's whatever more Tool allows you to have on Rossnaroon. That's what I want, yeah. Those smoked salmon platters that she'll give you after a successful year and all that, yeah.
G.G. Carr look after us, not but smoked salmon and caviar out there.
Oh yeah, but you have to catch the salmon first before you can smoke it. Listen, well done to you, Paul. I'm sorry that you lost your mom, but out indeed of the embers of and memories of your mom comes again your dedication to do the Croagh-Patrick Challenge again on the 14th of June. And again, further details on 091 770 868. If you want to get further details, 091 770 868. Paul, thanks for joining us. We'll let you back to the day job and we'll talk to you again. Paul McCloskey, they're talented indeed, actor, and he is doing the Croagh-Patrick Challenge. Do you want to do it too? Call any of the team on the hospice on 091 770 868. Have to say that I took it up last year as a challenge and said, I can do this. Of course I can. Did very little training. Very little training, and I got through it, and I didn't have an acre of pain afterwards. So I'm only saying that as a way, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I couldn't do that. Yes, you can do it, and maybe this